Good evening. This is All India Radio and I'm Tanvi Taneja with the news at 9. The headlines. Defence Acquisition Council clears a proposal to procure equipment including helicopters, guns and short-range missiles worth over 46,000 crore rupees. Flood situation continues to be grim in several districts of Uttar Pradesh. Met Department forecasts more rain in various parts of the state. In his Onam message, Prime Minister Narendra Modi says entire nation stands shoulder to shoulder with flood-ravaged Kerala. Prime Minister to share his thoughts with people in Man Ki Baat program on All India Radio tomorrow. 22 new aims to be set up in the country under the Pradhan Mantri Swasthya Suraksha Yojana, says Health Minister JP Nadda. And Tajinder Pal Singh wins gold in shot put in the Asian Games. Deepika Pallikal, Joshna Chinnappa and Saurabh Ghoshal win bronze medals. The Defence Acquisition Council DAC today approved procurement for the services amounting to approximately 46,000 crore rupees. In a landmark decision, the DAC, chaired by Defence Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, approved procurement of 111 utility helicopters for the Indian Navy at a cost of over 21,000 crore rupees. This is the first project under the Defence Ministry's Strategic Partnership SP model that aims at providing a fillip to Make in India program. Our correspondent has more.
The DAC also granted approval to other proposals amounting to around 25,000 crore rupees. This includes procurement of 150 indigenously designed and developed advanced towed artillery gun systems for the Indian Army at a cost of around 3,365 crore rupees. The DAC also accorded approval to procure 24 multi-role helicopters to enhance the capability of Navy at sea. In addition to it, procurement of 14 vertically launched short-range missile systems was also cleared by the DAC. Of them, 10 systems will be developed indigenously and these systems will boost the self-defense capability of ships against anti-ship missiles. With Suparna Saikia, Anand Kumar, AIR News, Delhi.
In Uttar Pradesh, there is no let-up in flood fury in areas close to the Ghaghara River. More than 2 lakh people have been affected. Heavy rain continues to threaten lives and property at various places. 15 people have been killed in rain-related incidents in the state in the last 24 hours. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has assured to help flood victims in every possible manner. The state government has cancelled the leave of officials in flood-affected areas and asked the administration to intensify the rescue operation. More from our correspondent.
Increasing water level in Ghaghara River has breached the banks and inundated human habitations in Basti district also. Tarabganj area in Gonda district is worst hit, where thousands of flood victims have taken shelter in relief camps after breach in Sakraura Bikharipur embankment on Ghaghara River. Faizabad, Barabanki, Mau, Basti and Sitapur districts are also affected, where thousands are living in relief camps. Meanwhile, Met Department has predicted heavy to very heavy rains in various parts of the state. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said the entire nation stands shoulder to shoulder with Kerala and prays for the happiness and prosperity of its citizens. The flood-ravaged state is celebrating Harvest Festival Onam with dampened spirits in the backdrop of nearly 240 deaths and massive loss to property. In his message, Mr. Modi expressed hope that Onam will give further strength to the people of Kerala to overcome the adversities they've been facing for the past few days due to the floods. The BJP today termed the remarks of Congress President Rahul Gandhi in London on the anti-Sikh riots of 1984 as strange. Talking to AIR News, BJP spokesperson Nalin Kohli alleged that the Congress did nothing during its rule to get those involved in the riots punished.
What kind of a strange comment is this by Rahul Gandhi? That too while travelling outside the country? To say the Congress has nothing to do with the 1984 massacre of the Sikh community that took place? To say that law must take its own course? What was done under Congress governments or Congress-supported governments between 84 and 89, 91 and 96, 2004 and 2014? This life may be a joke or life may be a fun for Mr. Rahul Gandhi. But it certainly is not for those who suffered. It has nothing to do with maturity. It has nothing to do with the truth. It has nothing to do with fact.
Satyadev Narayan Arya has become the 17th Governor of Haryana. He took oath of office and secrecy at the Raj Bhavan in Chandigarh today. Mr. Arya was administered the oath by the Chief Justice of Punjab and Haryana High Court, Krishan Murare. He was appointed Governor of Haryana this week, while outgoing Governor Kaptan Singh Solanki was transferred to Tripura. Newly appointed Governor of Meghalaya, Tathagat Roy, was sworn at the Raj Bhavan in Shillong by Chief Justice of Meghalaya High Court, Muhammad Yaqub Mir. Former Governor of Tripura, Mr. Roy, was appointed as the Governor of Meghalaya on the 21st of this month by President Ramnath Kovind, succeeding Ganga Prasad, who has been transferred as the Governor of Sikkim. Ganga Prasad, the former Governor of Meghalaya, was appointed on September 30th, 2017. This is All India Radio, giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will share his thoughts with the people in India and abroad in his Mann Ki Baat program on All India Radio tomorrow. It will be the 47th episode of the monthly program. It will be broadcast on the entire network of All India Radio and Doordarshan at 11 a.m. The program will also be streamed on the YouTube channels of the Prime Minister's Office, Information and Broadcasting Ministry, All India Radio and DD News. All India Radio will broadcast the program in regional languages immediately after the Hindi broadcast. The regional language versions will also be repeated at 8 p.m. in the evening. Union Health Minister J.P. Nadda today said 22 new AIIMS are coming up across the country under the Pradhan Mantri Swasthya Suraksha Yojana to reduce the regional imbalance in the healthcare and tertiary fields. Addressing the first convocation of the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, AIIMS Bhubaneswar, he also said that ensuring the highest standards of medical education was a top priority for the government. Admitting that there was a shortage of skilled human resources in the health sector at all levels, the Health Minister said the centre has planned for a rapid expansion of medical education. Mr. Nadda said many initiatives such as increasing the retirement age of doctors to 65 years, setting up of more medical and nursing schools, multi-skilling of doctors to overcome the shortage of specialists have been taken by the centre to improve medical education. He said the AIIMS will soon introduce campus recruitment in order to retain students passing out of the institutes. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu and the Health Minister laid the foundation stones for 2 buildings at the AIIMS Bhubaneswar campus. In Jammu and Kashmir, the annual Amarnath Yatra is concluding on Shravan Purnima, coinciding with Raksha Bandhan festival tomorrow. The 60-day yatra commenced on the 28th of June from both the traditional routes of Nunwan Pahalgam in South Kashmir's Anantnag district and Baltal in Central Kashmir's Ganderbal district. Adequate arrangements have been put in place to ensure smooth conduct of the yatra. Our correspondent has filed this report.
Over 284,000 yatris paid obeisance at the Holy Amarnath Cave Shrine this year. Amarnath Shrine Board has already initiated the sanitation and cleaning work in close collaboration with the Pahalgam Development Authority and Sonmarg Development Authority in their respective areas of Yatra jurisdiction. This is aimed to ensure that the entire area, including camps and tracks, is made litter-free with special focus on the collection and disposal of non-biodegradable materials. Tariq Rathar, AIR News, Srinagar.
The 24th edition of the Delhi Book Fair began at the Pragati Maidan today. The 9-day fair brings books from all over the world in diverse areas such as literature, autobiographies, short stories, education and spirituality. Minister of State for Human Resource Development, Satyapal Singh, inaugurated the fair this morning. He said books will remain meaningful even in the digital age, as digitization of books is vital for preservation and convenience of the next generation. Our correspondent reports the entry to the fair is free this year to attract more visitors and inculcate reading habits in them. Swachh Bharat Mission, the cleanliness drive launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in 2014, has made a positive impact in Nagaland. State Public Health Engineering Department, the nodal department of the Swachh Bharat Mission Grameen, has been working in all the 11 districts of the state as the government plans to achieve open defecation-free status before the national target of 2019. Here is a ground report from our Kohima correspondent.
In Nagaland, the Swachhata mission has not only benefited the state as a whole, but to many BPL families as they were provided with construction of low-cost toilets. Out of 2,51,000 rural households in Nagaland, a total of 2,45,501 household toilets have been built so far. Josuma village under Kohima district is one among the 1,451 villages in Nagaland where beneficiaries have been benefited from Swachhata mission. Mr. Lepeviu, a beneficiary from Josuma village, told All India Radio,
"My name is Lepeviu. Me and my family were having a tough time when we didn't have a toilet in our house. But now with the assistance from the government's Swachh Bharat program, I was given free materials to construct my own toilet. I want to thank you all and the government for being generous towards me by providing all the necessary facilities."
Also, Ms. Niluvono Pesiye, a beneficiary who lives with her aged mother, shared how having a toilet has eased her problem.
My
name is Niluvono Pesiye. With the help from the government, I have constructed my own household toilet. Earlier, I faced a lot of problems, but now, after having constructed my own toilet, it has benefited me in many ways. The government has provided me kumud, CGI sheet, cement and doors. Making Nagaland as Swachhata is becoming a reality as young and old are voluntarily coming out from their comfort zone by spreading the awareness of cleanliness to the masses. Asonyo AIR News, Kohima.
In international news, in Afghanistan, a suicide attacker killed at least 3 people and injured 8 by detonating explosives near the office of the Election Commission in the eastern city of Jalalabad today. Dozens of protesters had gathered in support of a parliamentary candidate who was disqualified by electoral officials over his suspected links with the illegal armed groups. The UN Migration Agency has said that Venezuela is heading for the same refugee crisis moment seen in the Mediterranean in 2015. The warning comes as its neighbors try to halt the movement of people fleeing Venezuela's economic crisis. Peru has brought in stricter border regulations today, a day after a court overturned Ecuador's attempt to strengthen its own controls. Until now, Venezuelans have been allowed to enter Peru with just their ID cards. More than 2 million Venezuelans have fled their country since 2014. In sports, India's Asian Games athletics campaign kicked off on a positive note today as Tajinder Pal Singh bagged a gold in men's shot put event, creating an Asian Games record of covering a distance of 20.75 meters. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has congratulated Tajinder Pal Singh Thoor on his win. In a tweet, Mr. Modi said the country is proud of him for setting a new Asian Games record as well. Sports Minister Colonel Rajyavardhan Rathore also congratulated him for the achievement. In a tweet, Colonel Rathore said it was a proud moment when the Indian flag flew high at the Games. In squash, Deepika Pallikal and Jyotsna Chinnappa settled for a bronze medals after losing in women's singles semi-finals. Saurabh Ghoshal also settled for a bronze as he also lost in the men's singles semi-finals. In badminton, Saina Nehwal and PV Sindhu have reached women's singles quarter-final. Saina Nehwal beat Indonesia's Fitriani. PV Sindhu defeated Gregoria Mariska Tunjung of Indonesia. In women's hockey, India defeated South Korea 4-1. India is currently placed 8th in the tally with 29 medals comprising 7 gold, 5 silver and 17 bronze. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Defence Acquisition Council clears a proposal to procure equipment including helicopters, guns and short-range missiles worth over 46,000 crore rupees. Flood situation continues to be grim in several districts of Uttar Pradesh. Met Department forecasts more rain in various parts of the state. In his Onam message, Prime Minister Narendra Modi says entire nation stands shoulder to shoulder with flood-ravaged Kerala. And Tajinder Pal Singh wins gold in shot put in the Asian Games. Deepika Pallikal, Jyotsna Chinnappa and Saurabh Ghoshal win bronze medals. And that is all in the news at 9. Good night.